Nick, what's your earliest memories of footy? Did you play Auskick?
I was a little bit later. I was still playing a bit of basketball and rugby back then, but my earliest memory was probably at primary school. I was probably 9 or 10, so I didn't get a chance to play Auskick, but school footy was just as good.
What do you think you would have been like as an Auskick player? Do you think you would have played in the middle and just streaming forward?
No, I would have been cutting the oranges, I reckon. I was terrible as a youngster. I couldn't kick, couldn't bounce the ball back to myself. So luckily I developed those things a little bit later. But watching some of these kids run around over the past few years, they're pretty talented for their age.
Nick, what do you think your role is in growing the game?
I guess with the Auskick side of things, at the grassroots level is more about just bringing that enjoyment to kids. I think that's the main thing that people kind of forget. Like, we want to, I guess, preach the skill and the the technique of football, but at the same time it's about having fun and enjoying it with your mates.
Tell us about your body, and was 1 week off maybe a good thing for you?
Yeah, I think when I put it in a positive light, having the week off is a blessing in disguise. It's meant I got a bit more, I guess, strength training into myself, in particular my legs. So I wouldn't have had that if it wasn't for having the weekend off. So I was able to do that the last few days.
You said you were dumbfounded last week. Has things changed now and you just move on?
Yeah, I think I've moved on from that. I was a little bit shocked, obviously, with the decision. I was pretty confident going in that I'd still be playing last weekend, but yeah, like I said, it ended up being what it was, and yeah, I've moved on since then. Did
you reach out to Carl? Did you chat to him afterwards?
I spoke to him after the game. I haven't spoken to him since, but I spoke to a few of the other senior players at the footy club since, and he's in good spirits. There's no kind of bad blood or grudges held. It was just all in the spirit of the game.
So Nick, if you see, let's say, Jack Higgins in front of you on the weekend, is it just full steam ahead?
Yeah, I'm still going to play the same way I normally play. I just have to get that little technique kind of aspect right of it for next time I do something similar.
You said you were doing the gymnastics. Do you now practice trying to roll blokes over, because that's apparently what they want you to do?
Like I always do. I guess in tackling at training as well, that's something we always practice. So it's probably just a little slight adjustment if I had my time again, to try and make sure that doesn't give someone an opportunity to give away a free kick or to get reported.
Tell us about Richmond, and you should maybe get back Dom Sheed yourself, and I'm missing one, but anyway. Tough game? Yeah, it's going to be a tough game, but having Big McGovern back and Dom hopefully as well, so that'll be good. Obviously Shuey probably won't get up this week. Lewis Jedders also maybe a chance, so to have a few boys back will be great. Obviously the guys filled the void last week over in Sydney, so that was pleasing signs to see some of the youngsters go out and do their job, but have some senior guys back will be really encouraging.
What do you make of the way Scott Lycett's playing?
Yeah, he's playing really good. I think he's in some of his best form he's ever been in. Always been a pretty good ruckman. I guess, no longer having Coxie around or Cal Sinclair and myself in and out of the side, he's been able to flourish a little bit, and he's really taken it over. So his follow-up work is just like any other midfielders, and yeah, I'm really pleased with the way Scotty's playing at the moment.
So they won a flag with a one ruckman model last year and almost turned it into a plus, the second one very mobile. What advantage do you think you can get over them by having two genuine ruckmen this week? Yeah,
I think having the opportunity to work a single ruckman over is something that we'll have an advantage with. So we've done it in the past before, as I said, with guys like Coxie and myself. So to have two guys that can also go forward, Scotty has a real big impact when he's forward as well when I'm in the ruck. So if we can do that throughout the whole game, it can really go a long way to helping us win this week.
So you say work them over, do you mean wear them down a bit?
Yeah, wear him down. I guess if you have a fresh guy coming off the bench or from the forward line wrestling and doing that for 4 quarters, it's going to take its toll on someone like a Nankervis. So it's something we'll try to implement, and hopefully it works well in our favour.
Has that been something you've been working on this year and doing it? Say, classic example, I guess Sandilands in the Derby a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we have. I guess most teams probably only show one recognised ruckman every week. So if they're going to continue to do that, then we look at it as a positive and something we could probably take advantage of. So it's not too often that we come across 2 teams that play 2 recognised ruckmen. It's normally a tall forward coming up. So we've done it a few times. Paddy Ryder, against Port Adelaide as well. So we'll look to do it again this week.
There's been a little bit of talk about Scott's future. Nick, have you spoken to him to try and convince him to stay at the club?
Yeah, I just told him there's not much back in Adelaide for him to stay in West Coast. He's playing good footy. He lives near the beach. He's loving it. So he's out of contract I think the end of this year. So there's him and a host of some other big names as well. Hopefully they stay around and stay in West Coast colours.
Do you think this 2 ruck model can work long term over the next few years?
I think so. I think we've proven in the past it's worked. Like I said, myself and Coxie did it for 6-7 years. So there's no reason to say why it can't work if we can both have impact in the middle and around the ground, but also when we go forward and rest as well.
Could it extend your career potentially, not having to ruck as much and sharing it with Scotty for the next couple of years down the track?
Yeah, it can. Obviously, we look to develop different aspects of how we play and add new tricks to what we do in the ruck. But yeah, I guess having that load shared with another ruckman, can only prolong us out there in the field for a lot longer.
They were successful throwing Grigg into the ruck. Do you do much work on that this week and prepare yourself for someone like that coming to you?
Yeah, we do. I guess we pay every person that comes in the middle that same respect, no matter who they ask, because the last thing you want to do is go underprepared and they come in and try something different on you. So we've already watched probably half an hour of Grigg's tapes, yesterday. So it doesn't matter who it is. We still put our time and effort into each and every individual and treat them with the most respect, whether they're a ruckman or not.
How do you handle trying to get an advantage when they're probably setting up to lose the tap and their midfielders are setting up to defend?
We like to back ourselves in a fair bit. I think similar to what Freo do when Sandland's in the ruck. We're pretty attacking, but we're faced with that every week, I think. So so we're used to doing that. We train it at training every week as well. So as much as we'd like to think we're going to hit our players every single time, we know that there's always going to be guys there trying to shark it. So we always plan around that.
And what about Nankervis as a ruckman himself? What do you make of him?
Yeah, he's a quality ruckman. Obviously, he's just played some really good footy this year as well, and last year. So, with someone we've watched pretty closely, along with some of the other rucks in the competition. So it's going to be a big challenge for myself and Scotty in particular.
We've seen Fifey every now and then with the boundary throw in, still a bit of ruck work. What would be your reaction if Dusty all of a sudden stands alongside?
I think someone made the comment the other week, you don't put your Ferraris in there, so I don't think Martin will be doing too much ruck work. He's got the other bigger blokes around him to come and do it, but if he does, so be it. We're just going to make sure we hit our targets in there.